Dying light asterisk. The night sky was calm. No wind, no clouds. Just stars blinking above the small, quiet town of Riverdale. People slept. Dogs snored. Even the trees stood still. Everything was silent. But far, far away in space, two small lights were. Falling fast. They weren't stars. They were alive. The twin aliens had been traveling for years. Their ship was broken. Their planet gone. Their energy was low. They were cold, hungry, and weak. They didn't eat food like humans. They fed on something else sound. They had landed on a planet full of noise, but now they were dying. Zane Moore, 14 years old, was dreaming of pizza and space battles when a sharp sound pulled him awake. Bzzzzzzz. His ears rang. His lamp flickered. He sat up. What the... Outside, something flashed in the sky bright, fast and silent. Zane rubbed his eyes. Did I just see a shooting star? He stood by the window, staring into the woods behind his house. Then he heard it. A voice, not a normal voice. It sounded like a broken radio whispers hidden inside static. Help us. Zane's skin tingled. He looked around his empty room. Hello? No answer. Just that strange whisper again. Hungry, cold, alone. Zane shook his head. Okay, I'm either going crazy, or this is the coolest night ever. Wearing his hoodie, pajama pants, and one slipper, he couldn't find the other. Zane grabbed a flashlight and slipped outside. The backyard was quiet. Too quiet. He stepped onto the grass, flashlight in hand, and walked into the woods. Crunch, crunch. Dry leaves under his feet. The trees seemed darker than usual. The wind whispered through the branches like secrets. Then the flashlight flickered. Please ... don't leave ... Zane froze. Who's there? He shouted, pointing the beam into the trees. Nothing got then. A soft glow appeared between the trees, like two small floating orbs of light. They hovered a few feet above the ground, moving slowly, like they were tired. Zane stepped closer. Wait. Are you alive? The glowing lights pulsed gently. Then a voice inside his mind replied, yes, but not for long. Zane's eyes widened. You're aliens? He whispered. Twins. Lost, no food, no sound. Zane looked confused. No sound? You're surrounded by sound. The lights pulsed again. Weaker this time. Not that kind. We feed on energy, sound waves, emotion. Zane raised his flashlight to see them better. But as he did, the beam flickered and exploded with a pop. He fell back in surprise. Heart racing. Okay, I get it. You're real. This isn't a dream. The twins floated closer, their lights dimmer now. You heard us. You feel. We're safe with you. Zane stood up, brushing dirt off his pants. You're safe with me too, I guess. But what do I do now? Take you home? Give you a speaker? The aliens didn't answer. Their lights dimmed again. No time. They are coming. Zane blinked. They? Suddenly, the ground trembled. Just a little, but enough to notice. A second light appeared deeper in the woods, but this one wasn't soft or friendly. It was red. Bright. Red dot and fast. Zane grabbed the nearest glowing alien. We need to run, now. But it was too late. From behind the trees, something stepped out. Tall, metallic, glowing red eyes. Not human, not friendly. Zane held his breath. What the heck is that? The red-eyed creature turned its head toward them. It made a sharp clicking sound. Then it moved fast that the alien twins screamed, not with voices, but with a painful sound that hit Zane's mind like a siren. Run! Run! Zane didn't need to be told twice. He turned around, grabbed the other twin, and ran like his life depended on it, because it did. Branches slapped his face. Mud stuck to his feet. But he didn't stop. Got behind him. The red light chased, cutting through the trees like a knife through butter. Zane looked down at the glowing aliens in his arms. Hang in there. I don't know what's happening, but I'm not letting you die. As he reached the edge of the woods, a final burst of energy knocked him off his feet. The twins rolled away, glowing faintly. Zane groaned. That hurt. Then he looked up. The red light was gone, silent again, but something was watching. From the shadows. Waiting. Asterisk the listening. Human asterisk Zane woke up with dirt in his mouth and pain in his back. His brain was still spinning. What? Happened? He whispered. The woods were quiet again. No red light. No creepy robot thing. No sound at all. Except for crying. Not normal crying. It sounded like a song, sad, slow, and soft. Not in his ears, but in his head. Zane sat up fast. The twins! He looked around. The small, glowing aliens were huddled together under a bush, both barely shining. They were shaking. They looked like they were fading. Too much fear. Too much noise. We can't hold form. Zane crawled to them and held out his hands. I don't know how to help you. Just tell me what to do. The twins looked at him. Their light pulsed faintly. You heard us. You felt us. You're different. Zane blinked. I'm just a kid who plays video games, can sometimes forgets to brush his teeth. What's so different? You feel emotion, deep, loud. You can feed us. Zane looked confused. You want to eat my feelings? Not eat, borrow. Power in the music. Zane stood up. His phone. He reached into his hoodie pocket. It was cracked, but still alive. He unlocked it and hit play on his music app. Heavy bass. Epic beats. A little too loud. The twins chirped back. Then they lit up. Bright. Stronger. Their shapes became clearer. Small, thin, silver bodies. With large, glowing eyes. No mouths, no noses, just smooth, alien beauty. Zane smiled. Okay, so you guys are basically sound-powered jelly beans with legs. The twins tilted their heads in sync. We don't know what jelly beans are, but thank you. Suddenly, the music glitche.czzt skirt. Click. Zane looked down, got his phone shut off. Dead. Of course. Great timing, battery. The twins flickered again. Need more. Sound. Zane thought fast. My garage. I've got speakers. A whole sound system. We go now. He picked them up like glowing kittens and took off toward the house. Eyes in the sky while Zane was running, someone else was watching. A black drone. Silent and small, floated above the trees. A red light blinked underneath it. Inside a dark control room. Miles away, Agent Morrow leaned forward in her chair. There they are, she said. We found the echoes. Behind her, a wall of screens. Showed maps, data, heat signatures. Her assistant looked nervous. Should we send a team? Morrow smirked. No. Let's see what the human does first. The sound shelter. Zane kicked open the garage door. Dust flew everywhere. Tools, wires, and random junk covered the floor. Don't mind the mess, he said. Welcome to Earth's worst teenage lab. He plugged in his old speakers, connected them to his backup phone, and hit play. Jazz, then rock, then dubstep. The twins danced like sparks in the wind. Their bodies grew stable, stronger, shiny. This feels like home. Zane watched, amazed. Okay, this is insane. You guys were dying, and now you're glowing like Christmas lights. One of the twins floated closer. You saved us, again. Zane nodded slowly. That thing in the forest, ... What was it? Hunter drone. Not from Earth. From them. Zane blinked. Wait, there are more of you. Not like us. They are older, cruel. They don't feel. They feed on silence. They destroy sound. They want to end all noise, all life. Zane's heart dropped. So they're hunting you. Because you're alive? The twins nodded. We ran away. They followed. Zane looked down at his speakers, at his shaking hands, then back at them. Okay, this is bigger than I thought. The visitor suddenly, the garage lights blinked. One blink, two blinks, then off. Zane whispered, "No, no, no, no." The twins froze. A cold air slipped under the garage. Door dot then. A knock dot, three slow knocks. Zane grabbed a wrench. The door creaked open. Just an inch. A figure stood outside. Not a robot, not a drone. A woman, short hair, black coat, calm eyes. She raised a hand. "Don't scream," she said. "I'm not your enemy." Zane stared. "Who are you?" She smiled. "Name's Dr. Lena. I'm here for the twins, and I think we need to talk." Hungry, but not alone, the air in. The garage felt colder now. Not from fear, but from truth getting closer. Zane gripped the wrench tighter. Across from him stood Dr. Lena, short, black hair, black coat, eyes sharp like laser beams. She didn't blink much. That was the first red flag. "I said don't scream," she repeated, stepping inside slowly. Zane didn't scream. He just asked, "How do you know about them?" Dr. Lena smiled a little. "I've been listening too." Asterisk, the truth drops. The twins hovered beside Zane, glowing softly, pulsing with quiet warning. "She's not fully honest." One whispered into Zane's mind. Dr. Lena glanced at them. "I expected them to be smaller," she said. Zane stood tall. "They don't need your judgment. They need help." "I'm offering that," Lena replied, calmly. "But you need to understand something, Zane. Those creatures aren't just refugees. They're walking beacons. The more sound they absorb, the more they broadcast." Zane frowned. "Broadcast what?" Lena's face hardened. "Location. Power. Emotion. You fed them music, didn't you?" Zane nodded slowly. She pulled out a small device and tapped it. It lit up with red dots. "A cluster. Look here," she said. "Every sound you gave them became a signal, loud enough for their enemies to trace." Zane's eyes widened. "You're saying I made it worse? Not on purpose." "But yes." Asterisk, the real hunger the twins started shaking. "No, not just us. Something else is here." Zane turned. "What? What do you mean?" Suddenly, the ground shook slightly. Not like an earthquake, more like a heartbeat. Boom. Silence. Boom. Zane ran to the garage window and peeked outside. Nothing. Just fog. Through the mist, something massive moved. Tall. Thin. Sharp. Silent. And then it stopped. Right outside, Dr. Lena's eyes widened. She pulled out a silver cube from her coat. Asterisk. "They're here already," she said. "That's a Reaper. Not a drone. A full-body hunter." Zane whispered, "I thought they were machines." Lena shook her head. "No. They were once alive. Now they're just echo killers." Sound. The silence. The Reaper raised one long arm. The air shimmered. Then bang. A silent blast shattered the garage window. Zane flew back, hitting the wall. Tools fell everywhere. The twins screamed, not with sound, but with intense psychic pain. "It's stealing our sound." Lena dropped the silver cube. It rolled across the floor, humming. Zane crawled to it. "What is this?" "A sound cage," she said. "It traps sonic energy. Keeps them safe, but it needs a jump start." "From what?" Lena looked him dead in the eye. "From you." Zane blinked. "I'm not a battery. You're more than that. You're the only human who can feel the twins. That makes you the bridge. You are the power source. The Reaper raised its hand again. One more blast, and the garage wouldn't survive. Zane looked at the twins fading fast. He looked at Lena ready, but desperate. He looked at the cube waiting. All right, Zane whispered. Let's make some noise. The Bondi placed both hands on the cube. The twins moved to his shoulders, resting softly. Then he closed his eyes and remembered. He remembered his mom singing in the kitchen, his dad laughing at terrible jokes, his first concert, his first heartbreak, his favorite song on repeat, emotion, sound, memory. Boom. The cube lit up with pure white light. The Reaper fired. The blast hit the cube mid-charge and rebounded. Like an echo punch to the face, the Reaper stumbled, groaned. For the first time, it made a sound. The twins lit up brighter than ever, now dancing with joy and life. Zane fell to his knees. You okay? Lena asked, pulling him up. Zane smiled. Weakly. I just dropped an emotional nuke, I think. The Reaper hissed one final time, then turned and disappeared into the fog. The aftermath, the garage was wrecked. The speakers melted. Tools scattered like popcorn, but they were alive. Dr. Lena sighed. That wasn't supposed to happen this soon. Zane looked at her. You knew they'd come? She nodded. That's why I followed the twins. I work with a group humans like you who believe Earth can be a safe place, but only if we're ready. Zane stood up. So what now? Lena handed him a small silver earpiece. You keep listening. We'll protect them. But the sound war? It's just beginning. The twins floated above Zane's head. Their voices rang inside his mind like music. You gave us more than food. You gave us family. Zane smiled. Then outside, in the fog, 3 more red lights blinked on. Zane's smile vanished. Oh no. Round 2 already? The hunter Zane backed up slowly as 3 red lights blinked through the fog. Outside the broken garage window, tall shadows moved, silent, smooth, and terrifying. The twins floated behind him, glowing with panic. Dr. Lena pulled out a small metal sphere from her coat and whispered, We're surrounded. Zane whispered back, Yeah, I noticed. The lights moved closer. No footsteps, no noise. Just pressure in the air like the world was holding its breath. Reapers. 3 of them, the twins said. They want our silence. Forever. Zane looked at Lena. You said you had a plan. I said I had a group, she muttered, tapping her earpiece. Plans kind of on the fly. Great, Zane said. Love that for us. A trap or a test. Suddenly, Lena's metal sphere lit up and projected a hologram blueprints of the town. There's an energy pocket under Riverdale High, she said. Old Cold War bunker. My team's been converting it. Zane raised an eyebrow. Wait, you turned my school into a secret base. Technically, under it, Lena replied. But yes, we call it the echo chamber. Zane tried not to laugh. You people love your sound puns, huh? Lena nodded. Helps with stress. Come. On we move now. They're listening, the twins warned. They can feel vibration. Zane sighed. Then let's give them something to chase. He grabbed his busted Bluetooth speaker, cranked the volume, and tossed it out the garage. Boom. Distorted metal music blared through the fog. The Reapers turned toward it, confused but only 4. A second. Run, Zane yelled. The sound underground the trio dashed across lawns and down an alley. Zane slipped twice. Lena didn't. She moved like a ghost, quiet, sharp, focused. Finally, they reached the school. Lena ran to a janitor's closet behind the gym and slammed her palm on a secret panel. Click. The wall slid open. Inside, metal stairs, glowing lights. The hum of machines. Zane followed, panting. You seriously built a bunker under math class? We had budget left over, she said. They entered a large room filled with screens, sound panels, and weird floating tech. Zane looked around. This is like NASA, if NASA had a DJ. Enemies among us, but something felt off. Too quiet. Twins floated uneasily. Something's wrong here. Zane turned. What do you mean? This place echoes in the wrong way. Lena tapped her tablet. We're safe here. This whole room is sound protected. They can't hear us. Zane frowned. Then why do I feel like I'm being watched? Then bam. The screen wall flickered. Loud tone rang out. High-pitched. Metallic. Everyone covered their ears. No! The twins screamed. That's Reaper code. Distorted silence. Lena looked shocked. That's impossible. We blocked those frequencies. Zane's eyes narrowed. Then someone inside sent it. Lena froze. Someone in her own team was working for the Reapers. Trust broken suddenly. Doors slammed shut. Alarms flared. Lights went red. Lena's voice cracked. Someone's locking us in. Zane pointed at the twins. Can they shut it down? They don't know Earth tech. She snapped, but the twins floated to the console and placed their tiny hands on the screen. In seconds. The red lights faded. Zane stared. How did they? We learn fast, the twins said. We mimic what we hear. We heard your tech. Lena stepped back. You're evolving. Zane turned to her. Is that a problem? She didn't answer, but her hand went to her coat pocket again. The real motive. Zane narrowed his eyes. You're not here just to help, are you? Lena exhaled. I wasn't lying, but I didn't tell you everything either. Classic. Adult move, Zane muttered. Lena continued. We believe the twins aren't just targets. They're keys. Zane blinked. Keys to what? A gate, she said. Somewhere in deep space. A sound lock. A technology we can't crack, but they can. Zane stepped in front of the twins. You want to use them. We want to protect Earth. Zane's voice got louder. At the cost of theirs? The twins touched his shoulder. It's okay. We knew she would choose control. That's what fear does. Suddenly, a blast shook the base. The power flickered. From the main screen, a new signal appeared. Dozens of red dots now. They're coming, the twins said. All of them. Zane looked at Lena. So what now? She swallowed hard. Now we stop fighting each other and start fighting them. The deal. The air inside the echo chamber was thick. Not with sound, but with fear. Dozens of red dots blinked across the main screen. Reapers, closing in from every direction. The once safe underground base was now a ticking time bomb. Zane stood between the twins and Dr. Lena, his hands shaking. You used them, he said, voice low. You wanted to unlock some space gate. You never cared if they made it out alive. Lena didn't blink. I care about Earth, she replied. If we open that gate first, we get access to 100 worlds. Infinite energy. Defense systems. Tech beyond anything we've dreamed. Zane shook his head. And what if the Reapers open it first? Lena's eyes narrowed. Then we all die. Simple. Secrets and shadows. Suddenly, the emergency lights flickered again. The twins flinched. Zane looked at the console. One of the cameras had gone black. They're inside, the twins whispered. Already here? A voice crackled over the intercom. Low. Smooth. Cold. Hello, Earthlings. Zane turned to the speaker. Stunned. The voice continued. You think you found safety? No. You've found a grave. Lena ran to the terminal. They've hacked the system. Cut the feed. They're jamming sound. Zane looked around. So we're deaf. And blind. The voice returned, deeper now, but not helpless. Zane froze. It was talking to him. The offer. You're different, boy, the voice said. You carry emotion like a torch. You connect. You bridge. Zane stepped forward. What do you want from me? To end this war. The twins screamed inside his head. Don't listen. It's a trick. Zane winced. Why would I trust you? The voice answered, calmly, because your allies already betrayed you. Because we don't want Earth. We want silence. Harmony. No more chaos. Just stillness. Zane's fists clenched. You mean death. We call it peace. Zane looked at Lena. He's not wrong about one thing. You did betray us. Lena lowered her eyes. But I'm still human, she whispered. Asterisk the deal. On the table the voice offered one last thing. Give us the twins, and we'll leave your planet untouched. No war. No invasion. Just a clean ending. Silence. Heavy. Crushing. Zane looked at the twins. They floated close to him, glowing. Softly. Tired, but not afraid. We would never ask you to choose, they said. But we believe in you. Zane turned back to the speaker. Let me talk to the Reaper directly. The screen blinked. A face appeared. Half metal, half rotted flesh. Red eyes, no mouth. Just a strange, vibrating hum. Zane took a deep breath. All right, here's my counteroffer. Asterisk the power surge. He placed both hands on the console again. Memories rushed in. The twins joined him, pressing their energy into his arms. Emotion flooded the chamber like a rising tide. Grief, love, anger, hope. Sound. Without sound. The screen shook. The Reaper flinched. Stop, what are you? Zane's voice boomed, not from his mouth, but from the machines around him. I'm giving you what you ate most. Noise. The lights exploded into brightness. The room vibrated. A low hum rose, then grew louder, then split into 1,000 echoes. The Reaper's signal cut off. Gone. Asterisk Fallout Zane collapsed, breathing hard. The room was cracked, but not broken. Lena stared at him. You connected to the base. Zane coughed. I didn't mean to. It just happened. The twins hovered beside him. You are no longer just human. You are a conductor now. Zane linked. Is that good? It is rare. Zane stood, wobbled, caught his breath. They offered a deal. I gave them an answer. Lena picked up her damaged tablet. We don't have much time. The rest will come. Zane nodded. Then we stop waiting. Asterisk Zane's choice. Zane turned to Lena. You still want to open that gate? Lena hesitated. Yes, but only if you lead it. Zane stared. Me? She nodded. The twins trust you. The Reapers fear you. You're the only one who can access the gate and decide what happens next. Zane looked at the twins, then at the glowing symbols now forming on the screen. A map, a path. To the sound gate. Zane whispered, let's finish this. The twins floated to his shoulders again. We go together. The ambush. Asterisk, the stars above Earth were quiet. Too quiet. Somewhere beyond the atmosphere, the sound gate pulsed a structure older than time itself. A lock that could only be opened with emotion, sound, and a connection between species. Zane stood at the center of a transport ship, heading straight toward it. The twins hovered near his shoulders, glowing brighter than ever. We feel it, they whispered. The gate is alive and waiting. Zane looked at Dr. Lina, sitting across from him, fingers flying over her control panel. How long until we reach it? He asked. 10 minutes, she replied. Unless something finds us first. She didn't look at him when she said it. Zane didn't like that. Asterisk wrong vibes. The ship hummed with smooth power. Everything looked fine, but something felt off. Zane stared at one of the guards near the door. Big guy. Never spoke. Helmet too low over his face. The twins pulsed nervously. He is not who he seems. Zane walked over slowly. Hey, you good, man? No response. Zane waved a hand in front of him. The helmet tilted. Then the figure melted. Just a shimmer of tech falling to the floor. A Reaper projection. We're compromised. Zane shouted. Too late. The ceiling exploded. Smoke. Fire. Red lights. Blinking across every console. They were under attack from inside. Asterisk. Betrayal at 30,000 feet. Zane grabbed the twins and dove behind cover as guards started dropping. Not from the Reapers. From friendly fire. Half the crew turned. Eyes glowing faintly. Red. Zane turned to Lena. What the heck is going on? She didn't move. She just raised her hands in surrender. I had no choice, she said calmly. Zane's heart cracked. You sold us out. Lena nodded. Not for power, for safety. The Reapers promised peace in exchange for the gate. Zane's voice shook. You knew the gate wasn't just a key. It's a weapon, isn't it? Yes, she said. A sound weapon. One that can shatter planets. And you gave it to them? Zane shouted. I gave them you, she whispered. The twin unleashing the Reapers entered the room, now real ones. Tall, thin, mouthless. Hungry for silence, they surrounded Zane. Surrender, one of them said through synthetic thought. You are the final piece. Zane looked at the twins. No, they said softly. He is more than a piece. He is us. Zane felt a pressure in his chest, a rising heat, a humming under his skin. Not pain. Power. The twins floated up. Their bodies stretched, split, and reformed, no longer childlike, now taller, stronger. Eyes glowing like stars. They weren't just mimics anymore. They were amplifiers. We have learned everything. Asterisk. The explosion within Zane stood. He looked at Lena, still silent. Maybe ashamed. He looked at the Reapers. You want sound? He spread his arms. Take this. The twins touched his shoulders. And Zane screamed, not in fear, in pure human defiance. Boom. A wave of sonic emotion music. Memory, joy, pain, laughter, rage erupted from his body. The Reapers staggered, cracked, screamed. Their silence was shattered by the one thing they couldn't process. Call on hope. Zane collapsed. But the damage was done. Half the Reapers were vaporized. The rest retreated. Asterisk. After the blast, Lena was on her knees, silent. Zane looked at her with tired eyes. You were ready to hand them the future. She whispered. I thought peace meant silence. I forgot what peace really sounds like. Zane stood slowly. The twins floated above him, glowing like gods now. You stopped them, they said. But only for now. Outside the window, the sound gate shimmered in the void. Closer than ever. Zane looked at Lena one last time. You can stay behind, or come help us make it right. Lena lowered her head. I follow you now. Asterisk. One gate away, the ship limped forward. Systems failing. Power flickering. But they were alive. And ahead of them, the sound gate opened. Just a crack. Enough for one final step. Zane closed his eyes. I'm not just a kid anymore, he whispered. You are the echo, the twins replied. The one who makes silence afraid. The echo war. Asterisk. The sound gate opens. Stars shimmered like shattered glass. As the sound gate came fully into view, it floated in space like a cracked mirror, spinning slowly, humming with ancient frequencies. No wires, no engines, just vibration. It pulsed like a heartbeat. Boom. Boom. Zane stood at the observation window of the damaged ship, eyes locked on it. That's it, he whispered. That's what they're all afraid of. The twins hovered beside him, glowing like small stars. It was built before war, before time, a lock made from peace and pain. Zane turned to Lena. You said this could destroy planets? Lena nodded. If it falls into the wrong hands, it ends everything. Zane's voice dropped. And if it falls into mine? She stared. That's what scares them? Asterisk, the final choice inside the sound gate was a chamber. A circular space. Floating platforms. Symbols glowing with alien light. It only opened for. Those with sound, with feeling, a true conductor. The ship docked. Zane stepped forward. I go in alone, he said. The twins looked uneasy. We are connected now, Zane smiled. Then you're already with me. Dr. Lena placed a hand on his shoulder. For what it's worth. I was wrong, Zane nodded. That's okay. We all were. He stepped inside. Asterisk, the heart of the gate. The sound gate didn't have walls or doors. It had memory. As Zane walked forward. Music echoed around him, his own memories playing like songs in the dark. His mom's humming. His dad's laugh. His first heartbreak. His first song. It was beautiful. Terrifying. Then came the silence. The Reapers appeared. Not many. Just one. The biggest one yet. Its body was carved from silence itself's shadows. Metal. And hate. No mouth. No. Face. Just a void that consumed sound. Zane stepped forward. You want the key? He asked. The Reaper didn't speak. It absorbed. Everything around it went still colors, noise, even thoughts. Zane's heart slowed. He dropped to one knee. Zane? The twins called out from inside his mind. Don't lose your sound. Asterisk, the HFY moment. Zane closed his eyes. No music. No memory. Just will. He thought of the twins. Of Earth. Of laughter. Dancing. Chaos. He whispered one word. Nitrogen monoxide. And the gate responded. A shockwave blasted outward light. Color. Song. Zane's body glowed with power. The twins merged into him. Not as passengers, but as equals. His voice changed. Not louder. Deeper. Wiser. Unified. He stood up. Faced the Reaper. Tried to erase sound, he said. But I am the sound. And then he sang. One note. Simple. But it wasn't just sound. It was love. Fury. Grief. Joy. It was human. The Reaper cracked. Screamed. Not with noise, but with agony. And shattered into dust. Asterisk, the gate decides. With the enemy gone, the gate pulsed once more. But now, it glowed green. Peaceful. A voice ancient and soft echoed around Zane. You have proven worthy. You may open or close. Forever. Zane stood there, the choice in his hands. Lena's voice buzzed in his cum. Zane, we're with you. Whatever you choose. He looked at Earth on the distant screen. At the glowing control panel ahead. At the two beings inside him. His family now. Zane smiled and placed his hand on the console. I choose balance. The gate didn't explode. It didn't vanish. It transformed. The energy turned into waves, spreading across space. Not a weapon, not a door, but a beacon. A song. Calling others like the twins. Calling peace. Asterisk, the return back on Earth. Silence didn't. Return. Hope did. Zane stood in the middle of the crowd weeks later. His story now global. He wasn't a soldier, not a superhero, just a kid who listened. The twins, still with him. Still evolving. Dr. Lena, now the head of the new peace division. The Reapers? Gone, but the sound of Zane's voice now echoed in every corner of the stars. And every time someone felt lost or afraid, they heard it. You don't need to be loud, just honest. Asterisk, and thus began a new era. Not of war, but of echoes. Because one human, in a moment of silence, chose to sing. Asterisk.